Pods with deep, going deep, Chad and JT.
Oh, what's up, stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. This is episode 71. I'm here with my compadre, John Thomas. What up?
What up, stokers? Boom, clap.
Before we begin, I just want to give a major shout out to our dogs at Manscaped. Manscaped, what up, dudes? You guys keep our balls looking nice. And thank you for sponsoring the episode. Stokers, if you want to make your balls look good, you know, like a freaking statue of David in Rome, then why don't you get Manscaped, okay? Get 20% off, free shipping, and free travel bag with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. Your balls and your partner will thank you.
If I may.
Yo.
I've seen the statue of David. It's in Florence.
That's in Florence?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Well, the statue of David in Florence.
What happened?
I said
in
Rome.
Could there be two?
No, there's just the one. It's amazing. It's 15 feet tall.
Well,
Whoa.
Yeah,
Was
you
he
would-
that big in real life?
No.
on top of that, how'd the balls look? Did they look manscaped?
Look great.
Nice.
Solid balls.
I think that's the most important
Yeah.
detail.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think they used the lawnmower 2.0 to trim them?
I mean, it was probably the 1.0 because it was a while ago.
Right.
Oh, the ancient
First generation.
Yeah. ancient ball trimmers.
I've said it a million times. When my dad found out my brother and I were shaving our balls, he started shaving his balls.
It's good, man. He's looking after his pubes. I do you ever do it with a razor?
Yeah, dude, I made a lot of mistakes. Dude, one time,
Yeah.
winter formal, I win king. Like, I win the thing. Even though Joe, our buddy, says that's impossible because I was a virgin at the time. I go to an after party. I'm feeling no pain. This cute girl in our class starts wanting to hook up with me.
Mm-hmm.
We start making out in the hot tub. I get naked in the hot tub in front of everyone. Everyone's like, "Oh, Par's got massive pubes," and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" So, I down a beer bong. I think I threw up in front of everybody. Didn't let that slow me down.
Yeah.
Went into the bathroom and drunkenly shaved
Oh,
my balls.
no.
Yeah, just borrowing my friend's sister's razor or something. Or I don't know. I'm guessing.
Did you cut them up?
And I cut him up. Yeah,
Oh.
I came out like a little bloodied. Yeah.
Damn.
But not too bad. And then me and the girl made out a little bit more, and then I just went to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had how big was the bush? Like,
It was probably pretty big.
yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I think it was one of those things where like the other dudes were like, "How can we tear down Par right
They were
now?"
threatened.
Yeah. They're like, "Par's having too good of a time. How can we tear him down?" But they must have made some sense because I ran off to the bathroom afterwards and shaved it off.
Well, you were young, you know. You didn't realize what they were trying to do, I guess.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, this girl would probably prefer it if I didn't have such a freaking massive bush. But now I never, if we're getting into it, I never shave it all the way now.
Yeah.
I give it like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
All the way is weird.
Yeah.
And then if you get like razor burn or something.
Yeah, you get those bumps.
Yeah.
That's the worst. With Manscaped, you get to avoid that.
Yeah, with Manscaped, you know, it's a nice trim. It's like you just take that lawnmower and you just, you know, you got some hair still there that's protecting your dong.
I was on a spring break trip and my dad was there and he came into the bathroom and I was naring my chest and my nipples were bleeding.
Yeah.
And he just shook his head.
You're naring it.
Yeah.
Dude, how effective is Nair?
It's super effective, but it's like probably the most invasive way to get rid of hair. Like,
Does it burn?
so my buddy A-Bomb before 4th of July left it on his arms too long and it ended up burning the shit out of his skin. It looked like he got dropped in like a vat of poison.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he still raged and hooked up with a Russian girl, which was pretty chill.
Nice.
And I kept playing the song back in the USSR, and I kept accusing her of putting it on the jukebox on 4th of July. I was like, "Hey, Kelly, can you stop playing this song?" And she's like, "I don't understand your joke. I don't understand." And she yelled at me in front of everyone. I was like, "Oh, my bad." I took my foot off the
Good for
gas.
calling her out. She's
Yeah.
freaking commie.
Yeah, exactly. I was doing a little like patriotic joke.
She's probably like burning like Budweiser flags also, just really
Yeah.
taking it to America.
I'm still suspicious of her.
Me too. I've never even met her, but
She was ridiculously hot.
really
Like the hottest person
like
I've ever seen.
blonde.
Yeah, and she just pointed at Andrew when we went into the bar and they just started making out.
Dude.
I was like, man.
A-bomb. Nice
A-bomb,
work.
dude.
I,
Yeah, like good work, but what'd you even do?
You just stood there.
You just stood there.
That's all about radiating an aura of something.
He's got
something that Russians
Yeah,
like.
you got it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, dude. Well, I've never had a Russian point at me and suck face, but maybe I'll just. Well, I have a girlfriend now, but I don't know.
But hey, anything could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your girlfriend's talented. She could probably adopt a Russian accent with some,
Yeah,
and
maybe
make it sound nice.
maybe I'll just like we'll role play that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, can we go to this bar and just point at me and we'll suck face?
And I'll call you Stravinia.
Yeah, and talk about the hammer,
Yeah, and sickle.
the hammer and
Yeah.
sickle. That sounds like a fun one.
And then I'll give my butthole a tickle.
One can only hope.
What else is up? Is that the ad? Are we still in the ad?
Dude, I think that's the best ad that's ever been made.
Yeah, I think that's a good ad.
Yeah, it's pro America, pro balls.
It's a lifestyle ad.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Well, that's what Manscaped brings to the pod. I want to give these guys a shout. I'm rocking this new bracelet.
You have a tremendous amount of bracelets now. I noticed that yesterday.
I figured the more Hollywood I get, the more bracelets I'll have. I
Yeah,
always noticed that whenever I'd see like super Hollywood people who were like high up, they had a ton of bracelets.
Really?
Russell Brand. That's it. But I'd be like, you know what? If I want to make it in this town, I got to get a fuck ton of bracelets.
Yeah, I could see you as like a Russell Brand, like Tom Cruise hybrid.
Oh, dude, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Russell Brand used to annoy me a ton. I was like, this guy's so annoying. Not even funny. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, me too sometimes.
But I heard him on Joe Rogan in the latest episode, and he seems a little more grounded. And I was like, I like him now, except for the fact that he's vegan.
Yeah, he can do like a 20-minute talk on yoga, and I'll be like, maybe this would be better if it was like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But I do agree. He has moments of like clarity and insight that are
Yeah.
really like pretty profound.
Yeah.
He wrote about addiction one time after his friend passed away, and I was like, it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever read.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would recommend anybody listening go check it out. It's really, really good.
Yeah. He did he has a podcast. I listened to one episode of him with Wim Hof, and it was good. And he was very he was a good host. He was, he was just better than I expected.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched some of his old show, like when he was originally broke through in England, I think. And he was a heroin addict at the time.
Yeah.
And he like does heroin on the show.
Yeah.
He boxes his dad in one episode.
Yeah.
And so that's like the more like lowbrow, but still kind of like, inherently interesting stuff to watch. But then he had one episode where he hung out with a white supremacist, and he's just kind of cool with the guy. But then by the end of it, he really does break down the guy's like ideology. Like two regular just blue collar guys in England start arguing with the white supremacist, and you kind of get to realize why he joined like that kind of tribe. And it was like, I was like, damn, dude, Russell Brand's like doing like the Lord's work out here.
Yeah.
But then when he came here, I think the fame got to him a little bit, and he started
Yeah.
like, dating celebrities and stuff. And
He married Katy Perry.
Yeah, and his humor got a little bit too like, I don't know, hot guy confident or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off-putting.
Yeah, it was off-putting. But now
Yeah.
I think he's been humbled and he's back.
Yeah. He's more in like a Jesus vibe now.
Yeah, totally Jesus vibe.
Yeah.
Dude, in the Katy Perry documentary, she did a concert film like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And I watched it with my ex, and then like, they just make him look like such an asshole.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta
like
check
he's
that
just
out.
ruining her life, and she's on tour, and she has to persevere.
Yeah.
Like above this, like just negative, narcissistic, like judgmental douche. And I was
Yeah.
like, this isn't quite fair.
What are you
Yeah.
doing, Katie? He's great. He was great enough for getting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
They wanted that to be like an Elvis Costello, like a kind of like a smart professorial,
Yeah.
and then musician. And then he came into the audition. They were just like, no, we got to do it with this dude.
Yeah. He's I liked him in that Joe
Is-
Rogan. But back to the bracelet. This is 4 Ocean. 4 Ocean.
What's that mean?
That's the company, and they so when you buy a bracelet, every bracelet that's bought, they pick up 1 pound of trash from the ocean.
Whoa, that's great.
Yeah. So it's like $20.
So if you get more bracelets, does that mean more trash going to get picked up?
Yeah.
Kind of owe it to yourself to go to the elbow, or
Yeah.
owe it to nature.
So the more Hollywood I get, the more trash will be picked up out of the ocean. So that's why Hollywood, what up?
You start losing arm muscle just so you can fit more bracelets all the way up to your shoulder.
I'm gonna start wearing big ass
You're
cardigans.
all bracelets. I swing a sword at you. I can't even get past the bracelets.
Yeah, just dink.
Dink.
Dink, dink.
Dink. Yeah, it's funny. I'm wondering, like, if if things progress well, I'm wondering what my style like where I'm,
Oh.
what direction I'm gonna go in.
I was wondering about
Yeah.
that too, because you have like refined your style a little bit.
I got my thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to dress like just Joe Guy America.
Yeah, but you've gotten some like slimmer jeans.
Yeah, I like
Like
slim
black
jeans.
jeans?
I like when they're fitted nice to my thighs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the shoes? Are you gonna are you like the New Balance gonna be your trademark kind of thing?
It's interesting, dude, because in LA, a lot of people wear the New Balances. Just flashed it to the camera. But when I wore them in San Diego for one of our shows, people were like, "Nice New Balances, dude."
Yeah.
Even when I was on stage, like a couple ladies and close to the front were like, "Nice New Balances," and I was
When
like,
was
"What the
it?
fuck's going on?" When we did the El Prez show with Josh
Oh,
Nelson.
really?
Yeah.
What, during your set?
Yeah, right when I walked up there.
I
yeah.
didn't hear that.
And I don't like it when people like call out stuff, so it kind of flummoxed me a little bit, but I
Yeah.
just kept it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be like your Steve Jobs turtleneck.
I liked that Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, how they simplified their clothes to like the same thing, so they just didn't have to think about it.
Yeah.
I do think that's smart.
I mean, I like just like a plain colored tee and then pants
What's your like?
and Vans.
What's your I mean, you're wearing like kind of a vibrant pants right now.
Oh yeah. Aaron, can you flash to me? Pastel.
They look great. That was sexy. Chad's showing off his like flexibility. What's your like dream car?
Dream car? Ooh,
Yeah.
You know, I thought about that a lot. Actually, I haven't thought about that a lot. Well, there's a couple things. I love like I love like a good solid truck. You know.
Yeah.
'Cause you can go on surf trips and stuff. You know, you have all that room for your boards and stuff.
What's your preferred truck? Like Chevy Silverado?
I mean, I like the Ford F-150s. I like Dodge Rams.
My dad had an F-150 Ford already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my dad only got 2-wheel drive, so you couldn't even like tow stuff.
Oh,
And it would
really?
get like stuck in mud. So it looked badass,
Yeah.
but it had like no real function to
Yeah.
it.
Dodge Rams are pretty legit.
They look awesome. When I was younger, that was like my favorite truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also like Forerunners. Those are legit. But then I also want to get like a Fast and the Furious car. Like like Frankie Muniz got like the Jetta.
Yeah.
I want to get something like model like Paul Walker's Eclipse just to have. But I don't know, man. I don't know enough about cars to like know what's the perfect one. But
I used to know more about him. Before I got a car, I was obsessed with him. You know,
Yeah.
like I always wanted to get a truck that had like dually wheels, you know, in the back where it's
Yeah.
2 wheels.
yeah,
So it sticks out a bit more. It just looks so fucking cool. And get like a lift on it.
yeah.
Just go froating. Just beat up the fucking dirt.
Right now, what's your dream car?
I love my Prius. I think it's
Yeah.
perfect. But my girlfriend makes like jokes about it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like she'll FaceTime like her buddy in Australia and she'll be like, "We're just riding around in JT's Prius right now." And the person will laugh. And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "Is a Prius something to laugh at?"
yeah.
Because I think they're cool. But
I mean, it is kind of something to laugh at.
is it?
It's kind of a Sally like looking not to say your girlfriend's name. I meant that Sally isn't.
No, I
like-
know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. I like it.
But
I'm
I-
starting to get insecure though, for sure.
I
Yeah.
respect them, but I think they could have made the model a little bit more masculine.
I got the 2017 though. It's got the nice like the lights kind of cut in the back. It's kind of a little more sporty.
Yeah, it's just like, why'd they do that with hybrids? They're like, why do we have to give them like this kind of like lame shape?
Like futuristic, kind of like
Yeah, it's like just so you know, this car's electric. You can tell by how soft it looks.
Yeah, but I kind of like soft. Like my thinking is I'm like counter signaling. Like if you have like a manly car, you're like signaling that you're manly.
Yeah,
But if I have like a car that's not traditionally manly, I'm signaling that I'm comfortable with not looking manly.
yeah,
Which is manly.
that's true. That's like what Bill Burr has a Prius.
But I'm starting to come back around on that continuum, and now I'm like, do I look like a pussy?
Well, here's what I think. Like the truck, you could go too far. You could go too far, and people are like, "Oh, he's a fucking douche,
Macho-zilla.
small dong." Having whatever. I think the Forerunner, all black Forerunner. I think that's right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also to what you were saying about the small dick thing, I never bought into that.
You didn't?
Like if a person has a cool car, they got a small dick.
Yeah.
Like I heard Dalia's got a piece, and
Oh, he's got a massive dong.
and he drives the cool cars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
All sorts.
It is kind of like when you come to the ability to be able to buy cars or like nice cars, you're like, it is kind of like you are making a statement, so you got to think about it.
Definitely. Schaub, when Brendan Schaub's at the Comedy Store, he drives a bright purple Porsche.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
It's
Schaub.
funny, dude. We'll probably cut this out, but it's funny. He's getting a Showtime special, but he's only been doing stand-up for 2 years, and
Yeah.
I'm like obsessed with watching him talk about the special
Oh, yeah.
because I find it so ridiculous in some ways.
Yeah.
You know, although I respect the guy and I like watching him a lot. I think he's a really gifted talker, but he'll talk about he's like, dude, the road is where you build your hour of stand-up. I'm like, you've been doing it for 2 years, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's been people out here banging it out for 20
It's
years.
all about the road.
Yeah. But he sells tickets. I mean, that's what
Yeah,
he deserves what he's getting because there's a market that wants him. There's a big group of people that want to see him.
It's true. Yeah, you can't knock him for that.
No.
I see Rogan pull up in his Porsche, but I'm like cool with it. I'm like, yeah,
It fits.
it looks good.
He's earned it. Yeah.
Delia's cars look good.
Mhm.
He has a sweet Audi. Have you seen his Audi?
No. Yeah.
It's like a teal, maybe,
Like the A8
or like
one.
a gray. It's
Yeah.
it's like a cool gray. I think that looks cool. And then his G wagon, a little excessive,
I've never been a big fan of those G wagons.
Yeah. but if you can get one, why not?
They always just remind me of Nazis. Like every time you look at it, you're like
Dude,
Nazis drove that for sure.
dude, I've been
Yeah.
watching Dalia clips of his podcast. I like watching him just because like, you can tell he's just sort of crafted his life perfectly the way he wants it to be.
Oh yeah, he's living the dream.
Yeah.
I think everyone's a little envious of him.
Yeah. It's like he's really sort of constructed his life in a way where it's like everything he's doing is like what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of inspiring to watch.
Yeah, and he's like a chick magnet too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like
Does he have a girlfriend now?
I think he does, yeah.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got physical yesterday.
Oh yeah, we talked about little about that.
Yeah. I put the gown on, dropped dong. The guy inspected it. He's like, all you have to worry about, skin cancer. And I'm like, don't worry, dude. I don't eat.
What is it?
I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Is there a food that's skin cancer makes you more susceptible?
My brother says these like oils, like sunflower oil and stuff. You gotta stick to like olive oil, because the other oils, for some reason, I don't know.
Right.
I don't go far into it, but all these like oils are just bad for you, like canola oil, sunflower oil. I guess it's bad, but if you just stick to steak.
Yeah, I did a physical recently too. It's nice. It's nice to just get the go ahead from a doctor that you're living well and that it should continue.
It's scary going in.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're like before you're like, I'm healthy, yeah, for sure. And then you walk in, you're like, all right, I got AIDS. And then they're like, give you the test. You're like, so do you want us to check for HIV and syphilis? And you're like, nah.
Yeah, right.
But then you do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then they have like posters everywhere. You're like, how to deal with like living with all this stuff. And you're like, why do you have to put that everywhere? Like, is that necessary?
It is fucking like terrifying.
Yeah.
And you're like, is the poster really even going to help me that much?
Yeah. And then they,
I thought I had HIV a couple times, and so
I could tell because you were walking on a pier by yourself
yeah, we were
with your hood up. I'm like, what's wrong with JT? I'm like, he has AIDS.
yeah, that's true actually. I slept with a girl who ended up being a sex worker. I didn't know at the time, but yeah, when I went to the Planned Parenthood, I was like, yo, do I have HIV? And they were like, you very well might have HIV, sir.
Oh, dude.
I was like, God, dude, because doctors can't tell you
Yeah.
that you're fine
Yeah.
until they know for sure. But once I did find out I was fine, my God, I put on the What's Going On Marvin Gaye remix song with a bunch of big celebrities, and I just blasted that song, and I was like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
freedom.
Yeah.
And it made me respect Magic Johnson a lot.
Yeah. He's powering through.
Yeah, fucking hey, man.
Scary stuff.
It is very scary.
What else is going on?
We got some topics this week.
Let's dive into the tops.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, dude. So I've watched up to like 3 seasons.
Right.
But everyone kept talking about it. Barstool's posting spoilers like a minute after the episode airs, or like a minute into the episode.
I know they're
airing.
in such a hurry to be first to market with that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, just these hot takes, where I'm kind of like, what are you, a fucking loser?
Right.
I love Barstool though; they've helped us so much. But you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But so I was just like, I heard about like, spoiler alert, what Daenerys did in the last episode. I'm like, I just gotta watch this and see what happened.
Yes, the
And-
spoiler alerts, guys. We're going there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was okay. You know, everyone's like, oh my god, I can't believe what Khaleesi did. And I'm like, yeah,
I can believe it. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like, some of the deaths were so like anticlimactic, like Cersei. I'm like, why didn't they like draw and quarter her, or like throw her into a freaking wood chipper or something?
Yeah.
To have the whole thing collapse. That's so lame.
That is pretty brilliant in Fargo. If you know in Fargo how they use the wood chipper. Like
Yeah.
I remember being like however old, like just a little kid and seeing
Yeah.
it and being like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like it is a good way to surprise an audience with someone's death.
Yeah. Because it's so brutal.
It's fucking super nasty.
Yeah, dude. Now, what's your take?
I liked it. I thought I thought Daenerys' descent into madness was a little bit too fast. Like they could have set it up a bit more in the earlier episodes. And so it kind of worked for me on the level where I was like, I thought the show was doing too much fan service and they needed to put their foot on our throat more. And they definitely did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They fucking went as hard as you can go. But I just thought the storytelling that got us there was a little clumsy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thrones, it's just, and it's going to be over soon. And then what's the next show? I know Amazon's doing a big Lord of the Rings thing that they've supposedly spent $1 billion on.
Really?
Yeah.
$1 billion?
I think they said $1 billion.
Damn.
I don't even know what that looks like.
Yeah.
You know, not to go too far ahead, but you and I have been looking at some TV budget numbers.
Yeah.
Totally different realm.
Yeah, $1 billion.
Yeah. Who knows what we could do with that much?
Yeah. You know, like Amazon's like they're like under fire because they're not paying taxes or whatever, and they're like taking over like Queens or something.
Yeah.
It's like, instead of remaking Lord of the Rings, why don't you like rebuild a city
Yeah. They could probably do better things with all that money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And film that.
and film that? That'd be more entertaining.
I'm genuinely interested in that.
Yeah. But I'd love to see Orlando Bloom shoot some arrows.
Dude, oh man, I wanted to bring this up. Jack Ma, who's this Chinese, speaking of like, you know, huge billionaire dudes, Jack Ma, who runs Alibaba, this huge Chinese technology company.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he is such a weird guy. He has his people working like 70-hour work weeks, and then he wants them to marry people within the company. And he recommends that to get a break from those heavy workloads, he's literally said this to his employees, that they should fuck 6 times a week.
Really?
Yeah. And I think he married like 300 of them off.
Yeah.
Like he had a huge ceremony where he just married a bunch of his employees.
Do you want to do a thing where you're the boss?
Yeah, I'll be Jack Ma. Yeah.
I'll be a new employee. Hi, Mr. Ma. Nice to meet you. I'm really excited to work here.
Welcome.
Yeah, I can't wait to sell some technology.
Yeah, you're going to be selling all day, baby. That's
Yeah,
the name
wh-
of the game. You should be selling right now.
What are my hours?
Always.
Always?
Always.
So what's vacation look like?
Here. Actually, let me bring in one of my consultants who I think can help you.
Okay.
What's up, dog? I heard you got some questions about how we're doing things here. What do you want to know?
Oh, dude. Tough guy. What up, dude?
What up, dude? What are we talking about? What do you want to know about selling cell phones and what that's going to do to your fucking libido, bro?
Well, you know, I'm ready to sell, and you know, I was just really pumped on this job because I heard you make good commission, you know.
Baby, you make great commissions. You know what my commissions are?
What?
The excitement I get after I sell a phone, I gotta suck my wife's toes.
You like sucking toes?
I love sucking my wife's toes after I make a sale, baby. You're gonna love it too, dude. You get in between the little finger toes and you really celebrate this beautiful foot.
I know you're a foot guy.
Oh, baby. I'm an everything guy. Feet, elbows, acceptable bone. I love it all. 'Cause that's what it's about, baby. It's about loving every piece of the body.
When we worked together, were you sucking toes?
Baby, I'm sucking toes all the time. I do a bump of coke, I sell 250 cell phones, and then I suck toes. You know what that's called? A balanced diet.
All right, so I really want to thrive here, and I just want to make sure I have a good perform. Are you doing blow?
Yeah, baby, and you're gonna do blow too, because I just heard you use the word thrive. And that's what coke helps us do. Take a little bump off the tray, baby. Don't be embarrassed. Everybody's watching. They don't care.
Mr. Baba's watching? Mr. Ma?
Mr. Ma. Mr. Ma.
Is it okay if I do blow?
Mama, is it okay if he does the blow blow? Of course it is. Thank you for the green light, partner. Yeah, baby. Get it. Ooh. Ooh. Now you really been to China.
Oh, dude.
Now you got the Shanghai.
Am I gonna bone now?
Oh, baby, you're horny, huh? That's what the Blowski does, but channel that into sales. Let's move some merchandise, and then let's bone, and I'll be right beside you for all of it, encouraging you, driving you to be your best boner and seller.
Can I watch you cell phone?
You can watch me sell phones all day, baby. I'm selling phones right now. I'm on speakerphone with a bunch of different potential clients. They're listening to this pitch, and they're loving it. And they want to buy phones because they're hearing the atmosphere that we're building here, and they want to be a part of that. I'm on permanent speakerphone.
Hi, clients.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey. Sounds like fun over there. There's a lot of fun. Are you doing blow on the other side of that phone? You better be. I sent you that special gift package. Come on.
Yeah, I got some tough guy. Thank you.
I know that voice.
I can't wait for my family plan.
Roger from Newark, having some fun, my guy. I'm kind of a radio host, really. That's what I consider what I do.
I can't wait for my family plan, tough guy.
Dude.
It's anal night.
That's my favorite caller right there.
It's anal night tonight.
I'll be there soon. I'm just kidding with you. Have fun. You're a good guy.
Wow, you really are close with your customers.
Yeah, to me, it goes beyond just a, buyer seller kind of relationship. Supply and demand. It goes beyond those things. It's a cosmic thing. They want to get wild. And whatever I give to them gives them permission to be wild. That's what it's all about, baby. It's about not caring. You're working so hard because you don't give a fuck, dude. You're totally detached from what you think is a reasonable work day. You're more invested in what's the ultimate feeling. How are you going to get there? How are you going to feel that high all the time? And I'm going to give that to you, dog. I'm going to give that to you every second of the day. Whoa, what was I talking about?
Fucking feet.
Oh, man, I love licking feet. You got nice feet on you?
Yeah, I got a size 10.
Oh, big dog.
Yeah.
Big crocodile feet, huh?
Yeah.
I used to rescue crocodiles.
Really?
Yeah.
Where, Australia?
Nah, North Carolina. Yeah. Used to do some blow down there.
How's the blow?
The blow's great. Yeah, I'd rescue them from golf courses. Yeah, South Carolina too. They got these, crocodiles there. They're a big attraction. They don't want to be there. So I'd be playing the front nine. I'd see a crocodile. I'd fucking run up to them, dude. These crazy motherfuckers. Throw them on my back and just fucking run back to my golf cart and fucking drive out of that place all the way to the ocean.
You just put them in your truck?
I put him
Your
in the
golf
golf cart, and then sometimes, most of the time my friend drove me. He was the member of the club. So most of the time I just take the golf cart all the way.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, 20 miles with a fucking crocodile and a golf cart?
Did you ever get bit?
No.
Would you do blow with them?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Crocodiles love blow, dude.
Would that make it more kind of hostile? Like you're taking me away?
No, dude, the thing about crocodiles is they're already pretty jacked up, so cocaine kind of actually calms them down. It's one of those reverse effects. When you're like a real alpha, like me, you are a crocodile, cocaine actually kind of chills you out.
Oh, yeah, I feel chiller.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
I feel chiller.
Yeah.
I'm ready to bone. Do you know where my wife is?
Oh, dude. Is Lisa around here?
Her name's Lisa?
Yeah, she does a lot of blow. She does a lot of sales. You guys are going to be a wonderful couple. And I've been talking you up to her.
Really?
I've been talking you up a lot.
Does she like sci-fi movies?
Yeah, dude. Oh, bro. Are you
really?
kidding me?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. We got the laser disc because the audio is actually better on that than even like your Blu-ray. It's really state of the art. So yeah, we got a nice setup with all the sci-fi movies. You go in there, you have a blast, and yeah, you can watch some quirky shit. Space Odyssey, I'm into that. Technology.
I'm ready to bone.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to go get some more coke. So yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side.
All right.
Later, bro. Dude, so Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
was on Colbert. You sent this to me.
Yeah.
Explain.
Yeah. So Colbert's like, what do you think happens after we die, Keanu?
Kind of trying to throw him for a curveball.
Yeah, he had kind of a jokey tone.
Yeah, the crowd laughed.
What do you think happens when we die,
Yeah.
Keanu? And Keanu got all serious because he's a fucking real, cool dude. He's introspective, and he just goes, I know that the ones that love us will miss us. Pretty profound.
Keeping it grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool because it's like, that's something you know for sure about death.
Yeah.
That's
a certainty.
That's not like saying like, oh, well, we're going to go to blah, blah, blah. We're going to go like this place or like our souls go into like Uranus. He's like, this is what I know for sure. Because he's been through a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like he lost one of his partners, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then like an unborn child and
Yeah.
some heavy stuff.
Life's thrown some hard balls at him.
Yeah. I love how the culture's embraced him lately.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had to endure like derision for 25 years. And now my dog is on top and being celebrated for the star that he always was. And you
Yeah.
know what? We don't deserve you, Keanu.
We don't.
But we appreciate you not being spiteful about how we misinterpreted you.
Yeah.
That's what makes him Keanu.
Yeah.
Because he's in his own thing. He's not worried about everybody else.
Yeah. He keeps it simple.
Keeps it simple, bro.
What do you think about it?
I liked it. I liked it because I like the epistemological modesty of it. But when I saw that it was like the greatest answer ever to what happens after you die, I was hoping for more of a.
Yeah, I thought it was like he'd go into this like monologue.
Yeah, I thought he'd say a little bit more, and
Yeah.
it'd give me a better picture of what happens to me, not
Yeah.
necessarily what happens around me.
Because they're like, dudes, check out this clip of Keanu giving the best answer ever. And it's like this 10-minute clip. And I'm like, where's the question? It's like 20 seconds to go. And he asked the question. I'm like, oh, that was it?
Yeah, when I saw the clip was 29 seconds, I was like, eloquent in its brevity.
Yeah.
A lot of bang for its buck.
Colbert. What do you think happens?
Yeah, Colbert's just falling off a cliff. Yeah, the guy is just trash now. I don't know what he's doing, but there's 0 point of view. And it's just a fixation on things he can't fix. Did you hear what McConaughey said about his mom, what she did when his dad died?
What?
That he had a boner, I guess, when they died and they were boning. And
Oh,
when the
really?
paramedics came, they were going to put something over him. And she said, no, you carry my husband out with his boner out. I want everyone to know what he had and who he was.
Really?
Yeah.
What a way to go. Do you have a heart attack or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. That is the best way to go. Yeah.
Yeah. The boner stayed?
Yeah, I think the boner stayed.
Interesting.
Aaron, what do you think?
Do you think the boner stayed?
Oh, if I know McConaughey, that boner stayed.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, good call.
Legend.
McConaughey, such a great guy.
Aaron, I have a feeling that your boner will always stay.
Oh, I mean, thank you, dog.
My dog. I was speaking of McConaughey, like, you know how he got arrested for playing his bongos, or the cops came over at least because he was playing his bongos naked in his yard, which to me just feels like he was like really trying to get back in touch with himself after fame had corrupted his worldview. Did you read this story about this makeup blogger, James Charles?
Yeah,
And this epic feud that he's embroiled in?
I don't have a New York Times thing, so I can't read the whole thing, but can you dive into it a little bit?
Okay, so James Charles is a 19-year-old makeup blogger. He's a dude, but he does like beautiful makeup on himself. It is actually pretty impressive. And he's amassed like a huge following, like 16 million people. And I think the way he got famous was he did a photo of himself from like a senior picture, and it was with his makeup, and it went viral. And from there, it's just been like a rising star. And then this one woman was mentoring him, Tati Westbrook, who's like in her late 30s, and she's also a makeup tutorial blogger. And this is like a huge thing on YouTube. These makeup bloggers, they get more people watching that than people who watch the Avengers. And now James Charles is in a feud with Tati because he supported a skincare line that wasn't hers. So she did a 40-minute video tearing him down, talking about how scared she is of James and how he's changed and how fame has corrupted him. and how she can't do it anymore. And it was very emotional. And he lost 1 million subscribers on his YouTube channel.
Really?
Yeah, and it's all part of this. You know, people say canceled now. It's part of this canceled culture where they're like, this person's canceled or Chipotle's canceled. I think it's fucking the lamest thing in the world to say something's canceled. I'm like, what are you, like, dumb? Like, why would you just don't watch it? Don't say it's canceled.
Yeah.
Why would you say, if 1 million other people are saying something's canceled, why would you also say it's canceled? I just think it makes you seem uncool. Yeah, that's the whole story. But it's, which is like kind of all uninteresting, but it's been covered everywhere. Like I saw it everywhere. And I just feel like it's like, my basic summary of it is like, it's just embarrassing. Like, why is this, like, she's an adult and she's in an online feud with a 19-year-old. Like, what?
Yeah.
You're afraid of a 19-year-old? I mean, I'm afraid of teenagers too. They're scary. But like, I'm not going to do videos like tearing down a 19-year-old.
Yeah. You got to put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah. And she's like, look, you know, I don't like to go straight to social when I'm feeling emotional, but I was just so gutted that I had to come out here and speak my truth and say what I think. And that's James has changed. And you're like, he's 19. Okay.
Yeah. How do these like makeup tutorial people get like millions of followers?
People love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's more for the gals. You know what I mean?
Why?
Yeah. And a lot of dudes too. But I wore makeup and I didn't like we did it in one of our videos and it felt really heavy on my face. I really disliked it.
I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it so much.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's probably a nothing story, but I just thought it was.
Yeah.
You got to take?
No. Yeah, dude. I like the whole taking the social when you're emotional. I never understood that. You know.
No, I don't think so. You know, I used to do more like dramatic Facebook posts and stuff, like about where I was at, but I was just trying to be honest, and I would always like send them to friends to see if they were like compelling, you know, or if I was oversharing and stuff like that. And then, but yeah, I don't understand. No one ever looks good.
Never.
Like, I don't regret not saying stuff on Facebook about big issues.
Yeah.
And I mean, I respect people who do, but I just don't think I would have added much to the conversation.
Yeah, I just don't think there's. It's. I just find it self-serving.
Yeah, you had a great joke about Kaepernick when that whole thing was going on. You're like, did anyone ask Kaepernick if it was legs day? Like, that's why he's taking a knee.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to post status, like joke statuses.
Yeah, that was fun
I don't
stuff.
do that anymore.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Dude, so I sent you George Washington's, and I got this from Strider. He would always reference this. His colonial manners.
Yeah.
It was civility and decent behavior in company and conversation. What did you think of it?
It's great.
You liked it?
It looks stressful.
To follow these rules?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull it up.
Everything's all like backwards, forwards, like Yoda talk.
When in company, put not your hands to any part of the body not usually discovered. It's like in modern day speak. Don't put your hands on your dong.
Rinse not your mouth in the presence of others. Clean not your teeth with a tablecloth, napkin, fork, or knife. But if others do, let it be done with a pick tooth. Drink not too leisurely, nor yet too hastily. Before and after drinking, wipe your lips' breath, not then or ever with too great a noise, for it's uncivil.
Do not puff up the cheeks. Loll not out the tongue, rub the hands or beard, thrust out the lips or bite them, or keep the lips too open or too close. Be no flatterer, neither play with that any that delights, not to be played withal.
Yeah. What was George talking about? Maybe George was better at being a general and president than he was at like writing self-help stuff.
And maybe how much time do you know? He had some like buddies proofread this. He's like, all right, first off, got my manners book. It's gonna be epic. What do you guys think? And they're like, you know, it's not formal enough. You need to speak a little bit more like in a confusing way.
Yeah. Confuse it up, dog. Kill no vermin, as fleas, lice, ticks in the sight of others. If you see any filth or thick spittle, put your foot dexterously upon it. If it be upon the cloths of your companions, put it off privately. And if it be upon your own clothes, return thanks to him who puts it off.
Play not the peacock, looking everywhere about you to see if you be well decked. If your shoes fit well, if your stockings sit neatly and clothes handsomely.
If you deliver anything witty and pleasant, abstain from laughing there at yourself. Very prideful dude. Yeah, he's like, be cool, man. Don't laugh at your own jokes.
He's like, you're gonna walk all over the punchline with that.
Yeah.
Treat with men at fit times about business and whisper not in the company of others.
Never express anything unbecoming.
He put a lot of thought into this. Do you think he got clowned on by his dogs after he's like, hey, where's your manners book, George?
Why don't you polish your own teeth before you start polishing mine?
Oh, George, hey, I make more money than you. Are you going to sleep in my room?
Yeah.
I got to pee.
Yeah, do it, dude. I'll soliloquy, I guess. What up, dudes? JT here. Chad's going to the restroom. My dog's always hydrated. I've been doing pretty good lately. To be totally honest, I've been smoking too much ganj. I probably smoked it every day for a couple weeks in a row. It was fun at first. Like, it gave me a lighter perspective on things, and it was helping me be more playful in my banter with those that I love. And, you know, it makes seeing movies fun, too. But after a while, it starts to lower my baseline. I get kind of sad. So then even when I get good news, I kind of turn it into bad news. So I got to take a break for a little bit and just reset. Maybe that's just life. Did you already pee, dog?
No, someone's in there, but I got pee so bad.
There's 2 restrooms, though, right?
One's closed.
Oh, darn. Yeah, beyond that, guys, everything's been good, you know? Me and the lady are getting along well. She's sweet. And then, you know, my bros are awesome. Everything's pretty chill. Got a good leg workout in today. Squats, lunges, leg curls, Turkish get-ups. All the things that make for a strong base, which I think makes for a better day.
So my dong's still full.
It is?
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
the cannon's still ready to fucking launch.
You got such a nice dick.
What?
Huh?
What?
I said you have a nice dick.
Oh, thanks.
Of course, man. Mid-roll or no?
Yeah, let's mid-roll it up.
We're going to mid-roll, guys.
Guys, we got a fucking mid-roll. Guys, we're going to take a moment here to thank some of our sponsors. Manscaped, manscaped.com. These guys are the leading in ball cleaning equipment, okay? You want to sanitize your nuts. You want to look after your sack and be like, dude, I know you want some more care. I know you want a cool company to come in and just take care of that pesky hair, because these are my nuts, all right? This is a place where I house the semen that's going to create life. This is where all the family starts, you know? This is where I'm going to find the lady of my life, and that's where it's going to start.
Yeah, we started there.
Yeah. We started in our balls, guys, and don't you think it would help you feel a lot better if knowing that your dad used Manscaped, the Lawnmower 2.0, and some ball deodorant and some tonic for his freaking piece before creating you?
Yep.
Yeah. Because that's all about care.
I want my kids to know that their dad had a nice set.
Yeah. Because, like, when you look at a house and you see 2 lawns, one that's well kept and one that's just going haywire, what do you think?
I think one of the families is like fighting all the time, and there's, you know, things being thrown, and they're just generally not a nice place to visit. And I think the other one is fucking really cool.
Really cool. And the guy
Yeah.
probably takes care of his nuts.
Yep.
That's what I think. So that's why you guys got to hit up Manscaped, manscaped.com. They got the perfect package 2.0 kit featuring the Lawnmower 2.0 with skin-safe technology. This trimmer will not nick or snag your nuts, all right? And I'm not talking about peanuts. I'm talking about testicles, okay? Balls,
Pelotas.
huevos, eggs. It's 100% waterproof, shock resistant. Don't use the same trimmer on your face that you use on your balls unless you're freaky and you want to get down with that, you know? Maybe you want those essential oils from your freaking nuts. Your balls will think you get 20% off, free shipping, and a free travel bag with the code GODEEP at manscaped.com. Thank you, Manscaped. We are also brought to you by Douglas Lubricant, the leading in smooth boning. Guys, you need to bone, or you want to bone, and you want to bone well, and you want to bone smooth. And that's why when you bone, you're going to bone right with Douglas, okay? You want smooth insertion and smooth friction for ultimate iction. That's why we got tons of flavors: orange, watermelon, raspberry, toffee, anal. So when you bone right with Douglas.
Question time. What's up, Sultans of Stoke? I've been with my significant other for 10 years now, and I've made offspring in her twice. My son is 5 and my daughter is 18 months. My sitch lies beneath it all, though. Throughout these 10 years before my son was born, I experienced a near-fatal car accident and almost died. It ruined my college wrestling career and started a nasty drug habit and depression, and also made my finances plummet. The drugs are gone, but I fear the depression is still there, dampening the vibes in my home. My question to you bros is, how do I maintain stoke and sweep my girls of 10 years off her feet again? She stuck with me through it all. Sorry for the long email, my dudes. Thanks. P.S. Fuck Puzio.
Man, dude, sorry to hear you're going through that. Yeah, it's a nasty cycle. Scary accident and then drug addiction, and they'll get you.
It sounds like this dude's being pretty hard on himself, too.
I think so, too.
Because his heart's in the right place. He wants
Yeah.
to be in a better mood for those around him.
Yeah.
I would maybe give yourself a little more credit. I bet you they appreciate you more than you know, man.
Yeah. It seems like he may, think he's maybe bringing everyone down with or something like that. But, he's trying his best, and he's taking the right steps. He got drugs out of the picture, so, yeah.
I've literally been unhappy in my head and had another person be like, hey, Par, you look really happy right now.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes what we're communicating to ourselves and what we're communicating to the world can be different.
Oh, for sure.
And dude, like, you know how to sweep your girl off her feet. Go take her to a nice dinner, go take her for a night on the town, and just be all right with yourself if there's moments where you in your own estimation, come up a little short. Like if you get a little sad or bummed out or a little negative during the dinner, it's okay.
Yeah.
You'll get through it.
Yeah.
That moment doesn't define the entire experience.
Yeah. And also, take action in positive ways, do things that will put you in a better mindset. I think that's important, I know whenever I have a morning where I went to the gym, I did like stuff that I know puts me in a good mood, I listened to some Jessica Simpson, made some eggs, did a little like meditation or something. I just know that sort of routine puts me in a mindset where I'm like, all right, I think I've set the tone for the day. And so I think taking action in that sense can help you develop those habits so you can move towards a better overall mindset. Because I think that affects your subconscious in a way too. It's where your base is a little bit more positive.
Yeah, and you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
And also, dude, take stock of how far you've come, man. I mean, you've got a wife who loves you, and you got 2 kids who I'm sure adore you, and you've gotten rid of the drugs, man.
Yeah.
So you're already you're on the right trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hang in there, man. Afternoon, stokers. I'm just going to get right down to brass tacks, gentlemen. Recently, my workplace has become toxic within office piping. Everywhere you turn, it appears someone has an in-office relationship going down. This covers all fields, from a small-time 24-year-old contract employee getting his rocks off in the parking lot to the tune of a mother of 5, or a preliminary interview where you may have to perform a couple of Robert Crafts to score the right position. You got to give hand jobs at the interview, if you know what I'm saying. This really dwindles my stoke, seeing that I'm not about that life, and it seems I can't elevate status here without laying the hammer to someone in upper management. Call me old-fashioned, but the only thing I'm trying to smash from the back is an honest day's work. Good on you. I enjoy good piping as much as the next man, but this place is littered with renobs trying to get their knobs slobbed like someone spiked their morning cold brew with horny goat weed. I like this guy. I currently lack anything to just throw to the wind at upper management, so at this point I'm good as fucked. Please advise on how you 2 stokers would handle such a situation without having to sacrifice morals for a paid day off the clock.
Dude, if you don't want to give Robert Kraft a hand job, don't do it. You're not, stand your moral ground. And if you feel uncomfortable, make something up. Be like, well, I'm a Buddhist, so I can't lay into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird culture.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to get promoted? You better start boning.
It's not going to end well.
Yeah.
That's not going to last very long.
Yeah.
It's like in the movie Kinsey. He's like a sex doctor. And so they'd start, and this is like the 20s, and he's like America's first doctor to really chronicle and put data to sex. And so he has all of his underlings. They're all boning each other and each other's wives. But then one guy's wife wants to leave him for another guy in the crew. And Peter Sarsgaard's like, you want to treat sex like it's nothing, like it's just something that can be given without like repercussions. He's like, if you're not careful, it'll cut you wide open. That always stuck with me. All right. What up, stokers? I'm a hardworking dude in San Francisco with a little too much on my plate. I'm killing it at work with this awesome big project, but the long hours has put a strain on my relation with my longtime boyfriend. I'm bummed I don't get to spend as much time with him as I want to. He knows that sometimes I have trouble staying focused at work, so thinks I'm goofing off all the time, and that's why I have to work late. This is somewhat true, but to a much smaller extent than he thinks. He went on a weekend trip with his friends to Disneyland and was giving me the silent treatment leading up to it. Now when I check in with calls and texts, he's being distant. I asked him how it's going, and he sent me a photo of him and some random attractive security guard at Disneyland. He's playing games trying to make me jealous. I highly doubt he'll do anything close to cheat on me. He's just teasing. It makes me upset that he chooses to increase the drama when the only thing I did wrong was work hard. Should I confront him about how I think he's in the wrong? What should I do to be an awesome boyfriend to get this relation back to full stoke? He's kind of taking the bait, I think, too much.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you intellectually know what your boyfriend's doing. He's trying to, like, make you a little jealous. And it's working. You're getting really jealous, and you're, writing into our podcast, and I'm sure it's got you thinking up a wall. But yeah, he's not going to sleep with the security guard at Disneyland. And if he does, good riddance to bad rubbish. But I think I would just let him act out a little bit and not give him the satisfaction of knowing it's getting to you.
Yeah.
Unless you kind of like that give and take, which I understand, but that stuff burns hot, but it's hard to sustain.
Plus, I don't think Disney would hire someone who would interfere with a relationship like that. I mean, I'm a huge Disney fan, and, for this BF to be trying to tarnish their good name by, making the security guards engage in infidelity, that bums me out.
Disney respects monogamy.
Yeah, and so if this security guard knew, he'd be like, look, I'm just here to guard Disneyland, sell churros, and make sure that Space Mountain runs properly. And also, yeah, I mean, he's trying to get to you. Indifference makes the difference, Yeah,
because then if you don't give him the satisfaction of knowing that it's getting to you,
yeah,
he's going to feel bad that he did it.
It sounds like there's a lot of passive-aggressive behavior going on.
Yeah.
Maybe try to have an honest talk about it.
Yeah. And be like, yo, bro, are you as fulfilled as you could be?
Yeah.
Corrupting Disneyland to use it as a weapon to make your boyfriend jealous.
The happiest place on earth. You can't use Disneyland as a weapon.
Get it out. What up, legends? Looking for some input on a little quarrel the lady friend and I have going on right now. My girlfriend and I are currently doing the long distance thing, but every time we see each other, we have a competition to see who is tanner, and the loser has to go down on the other one. It has been a nice, friendly competition until the girlfriend has started getting spray tans right before we meet up. Dude, can I say something real quick about this?
It's awesome.
Yes, that's awesome.
I fucking love this.
And also, I love the smell and taste of spray tan.
Dude, this is the coolest contest ever. Keep going.
Yeah. It has been a friendly competition until the girlfriend has started getting spray tans right before we meet up, ultimately winning the competition. She has been known to go as far as the shade blackout or even double blackout to win our competition. Should I be upset and call her out for cheating and not soaking in the rays naturally? Or should I let this collusion continue and just double down on my own tanning or even get a spray tan on my own? Also, do you guys have a nickname for your dongs? If so, what are they? And if not, what do they think they should be? Chad, I think you could name your hog something in the Paul Cocker variety to celebrate the life of a legend. JT, I think your piece should be graced with a name like Filet Ming Dong to celebrate the prime graded meat.
Dude.
I'm going to go with what you said, man. I'll take that on as my nickname for my dong.
Yeah, I'm going to think more about my dong name. But I'd say keep engaging in the contest. If she's playing dirty, you play dirty back, Because what happens? There's no downside. What happens if, you start playing dirty too? You get more tan.
Right.
You get more bronzed, and then there's more oral happening.
Yeah, I think you guys have done a brilliant thing, which is create a game that incentivizes you guys to be your best self and to have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so the loser is still really tan
Yeah.
and gets to go down on the other one.
Yeah.
That's not a bad reward for being the loser.
You're going to look good and feel good.
Yeah. Oh, I lost. I get to be tan and you're going to sit on my face.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Dude, yeah. I get to give more.
Yeah.
And just, oh, man. This is like the coolest thing I've ever heard.
And I got a feeling afterwards, like, you'll probably reciprocate anyways. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
long weekend or whatever.
Yeah. So, just keep sauteing yourself, maybe go for the spray if you're feeling antsy, just get weird with it, dude. Keep going. She's playing rough, you play rough. Freaking cheat codes. And as For my dong,
All is fair in tanning.
yeah, for sure.
This isn't the Olympics.
Yeah. I like Paul Cocker, kind of. I don't really like the word cock. It's always...
Yeah.
I've never liked that word. Honestly, the first thing that came to my mind, Ricard.
Oh, I like that.
Because it's passionate and it's Latino.
I call mine Dinky.
Why?
It's just cute.
Don't you think that downgrades?
No, because then I still put it in my masculine voice where I go, come on, say you like Dinky. Say you want Dinky, babe. Babe, you like the way Dinky feel in there?
Oh, dude, when you're owning it.
Dinky. It's my Prius. What up, boys? My stoke tank has been running on full recently with the warmer weather and summer vibes. You and me both, brother. But something has put a hamper on my positive momentum as of late. I was scrolling through Twitter a couple days ago and stumbled upon a video from the Netflix documentary Our Planet of walruses jumping off a cliff to their death because of global warming. The video was super depressing and stuck with me for a while afterwards. It did not sit right with me that these innocent creatures were dying painful deaths because of our own doing. How do I stay positive in these trying times?
So, walrus suicide is... That's a major bummer. And they're doing it because of global warming?
Yeah, I haven't seen the thing, but that's what he's saying, yeah. Dude, take action. Do something to help the world. You know what I mean? You'll feel better.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a huge thing, and it doesn't have to be an always thing, but just take a step to help, and I think you'll feel better.
Yeah.
Or you'll get more wrapped into it. You'll see that saving us is futile, and you'll go into a existential depressive funk that you never escape. But I'm betting it's going to be the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe tweet at Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Just be like, dude, walruses? And he's going to be like, I know. And then you develop a friendship with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And then you help save the world together.
Yeah, good things can come out of this.
Yeah. But, good on you for looking out for walruses. They're good dudes, and they're cute, and they deserve to, live fun lives, happy lives. So, just...
My dog, that got me fucking jacked. Thank you, dude.
Just do your part, do your part in being an environmentalist. I know we're going to get a lot of shit.
Yeah, we
because
get
we're
flack
using
for these.
straw.
But honestly, guys, the shit you give us helps. Like, I'm going to be better.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because we're holding plastic cups right now.
Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, take action,
Yeah, you
Go-
can help, man.
Buy like 20 Four Ocean bracelets.
There's that great quote where it's like, never doubt that one committed person or a small group of people can make a difference. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has.
Yeah.
That's the quote from the end of the Nickelback video, If Everyone Cared.
Bump some Nickelback.
What up, Chad and JT? Love the pod. I feel like I'm in a sticky situation. Could use some advice. For some context, I'm a 26-year-old straight dude that loves to spread stoke and positive vibes every day. So here's the sitch. I was hit on by a gay man, probably in his 60s. While I should be flattered to be hit on by a gay man, I left feeling incredibly uncomfortable and my stoke tank lowered tremendously. I walk dogs for extra cash through Rover, like Uber, but for dog walking. I walk this man's dog on occasion and he's home every time I arrive to walk the dog. So I'd say we're acquaintances at best. From my interactions with him, it's pretty clear that he's gay. So I get to his front door and he welcomes me to come inside for the first time ever. I walk in and he proceeds to lightly slap me on the shoulder and say, "You're so cute," and that I'm so charming. He then tells me in an aggressive tone that life has been fucked up, all while standing in front of the door, essentially blocking it. I barely know this guy and I suddenly got vibes that he wanted to vent about his problems and fuck, which made me feel really uncomfortable. Based on his tone and body language, I think he may have been a little drunk, high, or both. I didn't ask about what was making his life fucked up because I was just so uncomfortable and barely know him. He started venting about random stuff and eventually asked if I wanted to get coffee sometime. While uncomfortable, I couldn't help but feel bad for him because he clearly seemed to be in a depressed state of mind, so I said yes. He said that I have to pick the time and place, so ball's in my court. As odd as his behavior was, I can't help but feel bad for him because I think he just needs someone to talk to. But on the other hand, I can't get over how odd he was and how much I don't want to encounter a similar situation. Should I get coffee with him or not, Glenn? I don't think you want to get coffee with him, man, and I don't think you're obligated to do that. I think it's nice that you're being compassionate towards him, but it's also a work relationship. You're well within it. It's appropriate to keep a distance.
Yeah, and his intentions are in the right place, but by accepting the invitation, he could be leading him on a bit too.
Absolutely.
Which I think we've all been guilty of that because you just want to be nice. But they work together.
Sort of. He walks the guy's dog.
Yeah, I'd maybe just say keep it professional. I guess be there to talk to him, I guess, when you see him.
Yeah, that's fine, actually.
If you like,
yeah,
don't go inside.
that was probably that guy at his worst. I'm sure he's more tempered most of the time.
Yeah. I guess just be nice to him. But you don't have to do anything beyond that, I don't think.
Yeah.
And it's not your job to be his therapist.
What up, bros? I feel like I'm kind of in a pickle. My number one dog in this girl is this girl who's super chill, always down to ride. And I genuinely feel for her like an older brother. The deal is I'm a diagnosed sociopath, so I've never truly cared about anyone before, part because of the sociopathy and part because when I was younger, I lived in a bad neighborhood and would see extreme violence on a regular basis. So I learned not to get attached. The problem is I'm scared when we go to college, we will split ways and I'll be devastated by the loss of my top dog. Should I start putting distance between us now or roll the dice and pay the price down the road? Love you guys. Save the coral. P.S. I'd like to stay anonymous. I don't think you're a sociopath, bro.
That's what I was like. I think you broke the sociopath.
Yeah, you've done like 5 things that violate being a sociopath, like where you're like worried about the coral and you're worried about hurting this person in the future.
Yeah. You wrote into a podcast for advice about a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, you must know you're not a sociopath, dude. You're just being hard on yourself. Like, keep this relationship going. I think it'll be good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you genuinely are a sociopath, you seem pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. And so when he's saying that, I was like, I can't imagine like who's like a renowned like Ted Bundy writing into like the Going Deep podcast and be like, I'm scared of hurting this girl. You know, that's like a pretty profound relationship. Should I cut the cord now, or like what should I do?
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Thanks, dudes.
What up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? Love the pod. Boom clap, Stokers. All right, I've written in before, but I'm back as I need some serious guidance in a serious situation I got myself into. Recently, I was blacked out at the bar and made a fool of myself, and I feel pretty ashamed about it. So here's the deal. After waking up from a night of being blacked, I was told I went up to some dude talking to my girlfriend at the bar and slapped him in the chest and told him to fuck off and to stop talking to my girlfriend. I also probably said some other bad terms that was uncharacteristic of me because I'm a pretty chill dude. Anyways, my girlfriend was a little upset about it at the time, but she's starting to feel okay about it now. Like the guy that I slapped and completely ruined might actually be a nice dude, but at the same time he is a pansy and complete schmoll. He's part of a clique on campus that is lame and would never associate myself with. So should I feel bad about telling the schmoll to back off my raging hot girlfriend that he was hitting on? I was told he's been into her and had to tell to draw the line to show my dominance because I'm not a beta like him. Let me know if I acted out of line telling this guy to back off when I was blacked. Like, I don't remember this, but if it was a complete dick move, let me know so I don't become a schmoll myself. Thanks, boys. Also, fuck Puzio.
Yeah, he sounds a little bit aggro. I'm not a beta male like him.
Yeah, he sounds like he's still hot.
Yeah.
Like he's still a little raw about the whole thing.
Yeah. I think, I think it's a much bigger sign of, I don't want to say like alpha maleness, but of just like being like a confident dude to not let shit like that affect you. You know, I mean, I know he's blacked out, he didn't remember, but to like freak out on like another dude kind of and get pissed at him because he's talking to your girl, I think that's sort of lower status behavior and you want to sort of rise above that.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like I told this is actually kind of germane now. Like when I was, my girlfriend before Sally, someone we both know went up to her and told her some embarrassing shit about me. Like kind of trying to make me look bad. And I wanted to like kick the guy's ass that night. I was so fucking mad. I think I nicknamed him Sandbagging Bitch Boy on the podcast. And finally, like a week ago, I went up to him and talked about it. Because Maurice said it was time because he's friends with Maurice. And then I just told him, I was like, bro, you really hurt my feelings. And I think that was really fucked up. And I don't know what your motivation could have been. And he was just really sorry. He like... I think I shamed him a little bit by just being honest. So, I mean, that probably wasn't the move with this guy at a crowded bar, but I think sometimes if you're just direct about what you're feeling, it can have a more beneficial impact than, reacting so big and so macho. All right, guys, thanks for all the questions, dude. Good questions this week, Stokers. Thank you. Chad, who is your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is the dude with the bulge at the gym. Look, let me preface this. I'm not anti-bulge, okay? If you got a nice package, flaunt it. But this bulge is just too much, all right? Because he's wearing like a one-piece and there's just like a tiny bit of fabric between the bulge and the rest of the world, and it's just too much, you know? You can't have full dong outline going on all the time. It's like hard to concentrate, you know? I'll be like at the gym or something doing an exercise, and I'll look over, I'll just be like, oh, Jesus, you know? All the time. And I'm like, dude, can you like put on something that's a little bit thicker? So it's just like, it's just like, there's just too much bulge going on. I think there's like, if you're going to do bulge, you have to do it in a respectful manner. You know, you probably want like the actual like roundness of a bulge, but you don't want full outline to where you're like, oh, there's the bell end of the dong. Oh, there's a vein in his ball. Oh, there's another vein in the shaft. Oh, look, he uses Manscaped, although I'd be stoked on that. So yeah, dude at the gym with the bulge, you know, like maybe put on like an extra layer so your bulge is not so outlined and pronounced like the freaking Statue of David in Florence. Thank you, Aaron. Because it's the gym, all right? It's not a place to showcase your Greek nude. It's my beef. It's
yeah,
tough.
bro, hating on the bulge, dude. Come on.
I'm pro bulge, but know your bulge.
For sure.
What about you?
My beef of the week is the kids who got to me about my weight. Chad and I went to Delaware to protect house parties at the University of Delaware, and I was a little bit thick that weekend, and there wasn't a ton of comments. There was just a couple that said I was looking heavy, and it got to me, and I haven't had a carbohydrate since, basically. And I feel good. Like, everyone's been like, oh, dude, you lost weight. You look good. And they're like, why well, like, what happened? And I'm like, oh, these people commented on my appearance, and it really got to me. And then everyone, I didn't think that was a big deal to say, but everyone I said it to was like, that's sad, man. And I was like, no, it's not sad. It's motivating me to be better. And they're like, yeah, but there's something sad about it. And then I didn't realize how much I had let it affect me until I was having headaches at the gym the other night. I was like just kind of dehydrated. And I was texting my girlfriend about it, and she's like, go get like a Gatorade or a Powerade. I was like, I can't. There's sugar in it. She's like, babe, just have like half a Gatorade. You'll be fine. I was like, no, it's going to fuck up my diet. And I was like, I was making myself suffer because I didn't want to have a little cup of sugar. And then I finally had the Gatorade. I felt instantly better. And I was like, dude, gripping it too tight.
Yeah. White knuckling it.
Yeah. It's not worth it. I mean, you know, discipline is good, but you got to give yourself a break.
Yeah, it is. With those diets like that, you know, you got to learn to give yourself breaks, because then if you go too far,
you start losing it.
Yeah.
You're like, I need a French fry.
Yeah. And then you don't want to become too crazy. Like my my brother's wife will be like, can we set a rule? Because my brother's all in the diet and stuff. He's like, she's like, can we set a rule where you don't talk about steak in social settings? Like, he has to have boundaries now about where he talks about steak.
Right.
That's how far it goes. So I think I got a froyo the other night. I was pumped.
No, I know. And dude, even like you, I always like perceive you as like a paragon of like perfect discipline. Mm-hmm. So when you were like, hey, I'm going to like go to a taco place, I was like, so you're going to get just the meat? And you were like, no, I'm going to get tortilla too. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I was surprised at your reaction because I forgot about the carb thing.
Yeah. I was like,
wow. You're like, wow, you're getting tacos?
I was like, yeah. You're like, yeah, I'm getting 3 pieces of tortilla. I was like, holy fuck, dude. All right, Chad, who is your babe of the week?
My babe of the week is Jessica Simpson. I've talked about her, you know, I've been jamming her songs, and they make me feel good, you know, and I just think, she's kind of, we haven't heard much from her in a while, and I just wanted to acknowledge her. You know, she was an integral part of my development. I learned about love through her hit show Newlyweds. You know, I learned about...
They had a nice relationship. It's sad that it didn't work out.
Yeah, my favorite line from that show is where Jessica goes to Nick Lachey, you like my stinky ass. Which I'm like, or no, you love my stinky ass. And I'm like, ooh, ass play. But not just that, the love there was real.
The banter was fun.
Yeah, so, you know, Jessica, you taught me about love. You put me in a good mood now. You know, I'm not going to get too crass, but these boots are made for walking video.
Dude, insane.
So Jessica Simpson, I just want you to know I'm here for you. I saw your sister Ashley. She's looking great at like a few months ago. But Jessica, I love you. if you ever want to, get like a funnel cake or something and just jam out, hit me up, you know where to find me. Just DM me on Insta. And what up?
Dude, I'm
Who's your babe?
gonna switch my babe of the week. My babe of the week is Ashley Simpson.
Oh, dude. Yes.
I
the
loved
whole
her show
Simpson
on
family.
MTV, Pieces of Me. It was built around her first album, which was a banger. My favorite song on it was Shadow, about Jessica Simpson. She really let out just this raw catharsis about what it felt like to grow up under the huge power and weight of Jessica Simpson's stardom. And, Ashley came through it the other side a better person. And I loved her relationship with Ryan Cabrera, whose song On the Way Down is just a banger, and who I later saw in The Hills. That guy knows how to survive in the MTV reality landscape. And, Ashley, you had your bad moments, like when the track didn't work on SNL and you had to lip sync and everybody was like, oh, she can't sing. And then she tried to come back and sing live at the Orange Bowl and everyone's like, oh, even when she tries, it's not that great. But you never stop trying. You never stopped trying. You kept putting yourself out there and you kept risking it all. And then, so Ashley, on a Monday, I am waiting. On a Tuesday, I'm fading. And by Wednesday, I can't sleep.
I was with my girlfriend, and she's like, that's Ashley Simpson. I was like, oh?
Whoa.
Like Tim Allen in Home Improvement.
Yeah.
I was like, oh? I'm going to go build a house.
Chad, who is your legend of the week?
My legend of the week is Nate Dogg.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yes. Nate Dogg. Now let me preface this saying I was listening to the Chris D'Elia podcast, and he was talking about the song Area Codes by Ludacris. And talking about the
I wish he said 949 in it.
Yeah. And, I just think we just got to acknowledge Nate Dogg for how integral he was to that whole era.
Dude, the hooks. Nobody
hooks.
ever better on a hook than Nate
The
Dogg.
hooks. Like, I'll list off some of his songs. Area Codes with Ludacris. And it's not just one artist. It's like all of them. Area Codes with Ludacris. Till I Collapse, Eminem. Explosive, Dr. Dre. Ain't No Fun with Snoop. My Name with Exhibit.
Regulators.
And
Lay Low with Snoop Dogg.
And dude, I love the lyrics he throws in there, and no one could execute them with more grace. For example, and Ain't No Fun with Snoop, gave me all your pussy and even licked my balls.
He made it sound romantic.
He made it sound so romantic. And then with like Area Codes, he goes, hoes. Dude, I wish I could watch that recording. It's like, Nate Dogg, lay out the hose a little bit longer. Hose.
I'm going to put a Nate Dogg track at the end of this one.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to do Where I Want to Be. Do you know that? Smoking on some weed.
Yeah.
You got chronic, won't you light it up?
He's dead now, right?
Yeah, he passed away, man. I think heart disease. Silent
Damn.
killer, bro. People got to watch out for it.
Yeah. But Nate Dogg, I just want to acknowledge you for, you really were the golden you were the secret ingredient for that whole era. You really made those tracks what they are, and you freaking delivered the hooks. You have a beautiful voice. You know how to deliver it. You're a beast in that whole hip-hop genre, and you're a legend.
21 Problems, too, that 50 Cent
Oh,
song.
yeah. Do you have anything else to say about him?
Dude, I'm just so pumped that you picked him. I think he's always been like the voice of a generation.
Yeah.
Like, he's so iconic. Like, you got Dre with the beats and you got Nate Dogg on the hook, and you cannot go wrong with anything in between.
Yeah.
You can put anybody else on the verses. If you got those two guys in place, the song is going to be nice to drive to. Aaron, where you at on Nate Dogg, dude?
I only know Regulate, so I don't know.
Well, what do you think about Regulate?
It's all right. I'm not much of a rap guy.
Damn, Aaron.
Aaron.
You were on a hot streak too, bro.
Yeah, you just went down a few notches. I'm sorry.
I just want to rock, guys.
That's fair. You're back. All right. My legend of the week is the mongoose. The animal, the mongoose.
Oh, nice.
Dude, I've always loved the mongoose. It's always been my favorite animal, and I just lost touch with that for a couple decades. But, like, when I was a kid and I found out about the mongoose, that there was this, like, furry creature that knew how to box with snakes, like, that's essentially what it does. It can kill a cobra. As famously told in the Rudyard Kipling story, Rikki Tikki Tavi. I mean, these things are beasts. I heard in Hawaii, they put a mongoose in a pit with 100 cobras. Mongoose comes out. I mean, is that hyperbolic? Maybe. But maybe you don't know mongooses. I just think they're awesome, guys. Look into the mongoose. Get pumped.
Hell yeah.
That's my legend. Dude, what's your quote of the week?
Okay. So this comes from Taj in the movie Van Wilder. A good soldier does not leave his commander just because he lies wounded, arms torn off at the sockets, intestines spilling out under the mud picked out by the birds. I will stay on it, no charge.
Nice.
That's you stay loyal to the cause,
My dog.
which is helping Van Wilder get laid. What's your quote?
My quote is from the Pink song, Just Like a Pill. Run just as fast as I can to the middle of nowhere, to the middle of my frustrated fears. And I swear, you're just like a pill. Instead of making me better, you keep making me ill. You keep making me ill. The push and pull of substances or certain people or whatever we use to cope. I get it. That's it.
That was beautiful. Is that it?
That's it, dude.
Guys, that'll be episode 71 of Going Deep in Chat. JT, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for being stokers. Thank you for staying stoked. Oh, if you guys want to send in ideas for t-shirts or anything like that, like, we're always open to that because people have hit me up about t-shirts. So you can check out what we have, chatgoesdeep.com. But if you have ideas, let us know because we're always open to new stuff.
Absolutely.
And anything else you want to say?
That's it, dog. I'm chilling.
All right, later, dudes.
Later, dudes. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. I felt kind of low energy.
I think we dipped a little bit as we got to the...
If you need advice, these guys